Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Very interesting, very important article. Let me get started. This article, doesn't matter, I found it in more than one outlet. I'm going to use the Newsweek Politics. Florida GOP candidate says he'd have sent FBI home in a body bag. That's if they would have searched his house. So, Republican candidate for the U.S. House of Representatives in Florida has said he would have sent FBI agents home, and I'm quoting, in a body bag, and quote, if they had raided his home the way they searched Mar-a-Lago. Martin Heide, I don't know if I pronounce his last name right, but Martin is obvious. Heide is H-Y-D-E. Heide, businessman, made the remarks in a video posted to YouTube on Friday as he competes in an apparent long-shot effort to defeat Republican Representative Vern blah 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 in the primary on the 23rd of August. I will say Heidi, okay? Heidi's comments followed the FBI raid of the former President Donald Trump's Florida residence as part of an investigation into the handling of White House documents. The FBI has warned of increased threats against members of the agency following the search at Mar-a-Lago, which prompted a furious response from Trump and his allies. And I'm quoting, when they turned up at Mar-a-Lago and raided the home of President Trump, that was an assault on every one of the 75 million people that voted for Donald Trump. It was an assault on democracy, Heidi said. And I'm quoting again, these people would stop at nothing. I wish they'd turned up at my house cause they'd have gone home in a body bag, he said. And I'm quoting again, the bottom line here is that we have a Department of Justice that is not anymore interested in justice, end quote. Heidi went on saying Republicans in the House were weak and criticizing Buchanan, the other one, saying he should be ashamed for voting to certify the 2020 presidential election. I can't think, Buchanan, that's what it is, criticizing Buchanan, that's his the person who he runs against. I got here also the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Not that it matters. These guys don't give up about it, but you know, for our conversation that we still believe in these kind of things, it matters. The Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, unreasonable search and seizures. The Fourth Amendment prohibits the United States government from conducting, and I'm quoting, unreasonable searches and seizures. In general, this means police cannot, in general, you know, everything is in general and unreasonable. What's unreasonable? In general, this means police cannot search a person or their property without a warrant or probable cause. It also applies to arrests and the collection of evidence. However, what is reasonable is a question the Supreme Court has grappled with for more than 200 years. Now, these guys who raided former President Donald Trump's house had a warrant. The problem is, did they have probable cause? So was that warrant granted and signed by that, how should I put it nicely, member of a certain group? You have to use euphemisms, but people who know me and people who know exactly what I'm talking about will know exactly. So that person who signed that warrant, they sealed obviously the warrant, they unseal it, but it's not all the way, it's just half of it, it's just general, blah blah blah. Trump said, you know what, unseal it, I want to see it, I want to have everyone see it to see if it was, you know, they have probable cause. We can't just say, you know, probable cause is because I think you hide drugs in your house. It doesn't work that way. You have to have evidence, at least, or, you know, reports or statements made by some credible sources that could be the case. You have a probable cause that you might be doing that. You have some evidence. Even if someone tells you, hey, Emil might have, I don't know, 3 atomic bombs in his house. You know what I mean? They're not going to come here and get a warrant for that. Or maybe they will, I don't know. As long as they can at least prove that, I might be able to have this, I might be able to have that, or the neighbor could have that. It just, otherwise anyone can say anything about anybody, and the police will show up with a warrant. That means the judge will not do anything but, I mean, I've been involved in these kind of things, and I know how things are. As a person with a certain job duty that's going to read the petition to grant a warrant or whatever they are requesting, they go over there, she or he reads that and gives it to the judge, and he might, hey, this is what it is, blah, 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 update or brief the judge, and just, it's a yes or a no. I don't think the judge has the time to read, I don't know, let's say 30 requests for a warrant, petitions. Let's put it this way: if you petition for a warrant, or it's just ask for a warrant, you have to read the reasons why you should, right? The probable cause. 30 a day. I'm just saying 30 in a county. 30 a day. What is the judge doing all day? Do you think this petition is like this? That could be 2, 3 pages, 5 pages, and he has to, pop up. I know his experience is going to just scan it. So it's beyond that. Now regarding to this guy. These are just words, and the thing is, they always work like this. Those weasels who actually created the situation here, I don't know if Trump is guilty of anything or not, so let's start with that one. If he is, he should pay as Bill Clinton paid, as Tony Blair paid, as many other good people, former CIA guys who lied in front of the Senate Commission and so on. All they should pay. So that's why it's not like this. Why should this guy pay but not those guys pay, or penalized? Why should this guy be penalized if he broke the law, but those guys should not be? Why should people who, let's say, cross United States illegally, break the U.S. border law or policies? However, you break the law, you enter here unlawfully, and then after you do that, you're okay, or no? You know what I mean? Go to prison. What's the penalty? Oh, they release you with a show up in court in 3 months in Alabama parish or something. Psst. Okay, thank you very much. I see you never. And they go inside the United States. So, if the law is there for everyone, then I want to see it. Otherwise, people lose faith in the law, in the legal system, in the justice system, not legal, no, justice system. I mean, you look and say, okay, this guy was not punished, but this guy is. I mean, yeah, okay, I understand this has to be, but why should I be punished if those A, B, C, D, E, F, they were not punished? I mean, what is that? You know what that is, right? That's unjust. So, I don't, and then you have to look at, here this guy saying that he's going to shoot the FBI agents who are just bottom feeders. Those are guys who just follow orders. They're given a paper and say, okay, you got to go to this address and you got to get this person and you got to get this. Here's your paper, move. He just jumped in a car with other guys, boom, 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 go over there, get on the property, knock on the door, show you the warrant, turn around and either arrest you if they have to, if you oppose whatever, you don't cooperate, and then get in. That's all they do. They're just robots, and you can't discuss with them anything. They are robots. They do their job based on the policy, and the policy dictates how they should behave. And that's it. You can't discuss with them anything human because they can't. That's the policy. Their goal is to get this done, and after they get it done, go and write a report, and that's done. That's it. Good. Next, and next, and next, next. It's a number, and case 300, 500, and whatever, 339, and that's it. You go further. So that's how it goes with this guy. So this guy is going to shoot, which he's not going to do it. This guys, it's not these guys, it's not their bosses, it's not the bosses of the bosses, it's not even that, they're far away. So it's misguided, the whole anger. The anger is not about these guys, the little guys. Yeah, they're part of the organization and so on. They have, a soul and a spirit and a brain. You know, and you can't just say as the Nazis, and it was very unacceptable when the Nazis said, I just followed orders. Didn't work. They hung them. So when the FBI comes and does what they do, and they say, wait a second, let's say someone deems FBI a certain way, and they say, well, I just followed order, I was an employee, they will say, well, you didn't have any moral compass? No compass, no compass, no moral, no? You just followed orders, like the Nazis? Well, it was not acceptable for them, why would it be for you now? You know, and FBI and CIA just, it's unfortunately that I think they got politicized too much, and they're their own entities, own entities. They do whatever they want. Like the military, they do whatever they want. They tell you, if the politicians tell you something, they tell you how much they go. So they say, the politician says, okay, Emil, General Kuta, this general, or this, you know, you go on this date from here with that. Well, they're going to tell you, no, I'm not going to go on that date with this number. I'm going to go on that date, the other date, with this number, and I'm going to do this. They tell how much they're going to do. So the politicians just tell them, get that fixed. And they're going to say, well, I'm going to get it fixed. And it's up to them if they want or not. The politicians, after all, what power they have compared with a general? Or not even general. How can you make a general do something? Who are you going to go and get the general arrested, for instance? His friends? And besides, they're all together. They are all together in it. Why should they be like that? They don't have, you know, morals and all that. That's just for us to, oh, look at them, they're arguing. In the Senate commission, right there in the Senate. Yeah. Psst. Please. Thank you very much for being with me again today. People like this. I don't know. He's going to be probably raided right now. And he's stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.